In this demo, we're going to learn how to use a KeyPress, specifically the spacebar, to save an image of what our program is creating. And along the way, we're also going to learn a couple of really valuable troubleshooting tactics. So I have started with a brand new processing sketch. You'll notice here that it's set to P5.js, has the default function of setup and draw. Again, as a reminder, setup runs one time when your program first starts, and draw runs over and over and over again. So I've already saved it, called it P5.js KeyPress save demo 01. I've saved this into my same demo processing folder. So to get started, I am first going to type out our resize canvas so that I can make this take up the full width and the full height. Make sure it's spelled correctly. Window width, window height. And then I'm also going to make the background black. That way I can confirm that everything is working. So on setup, this will resize the canvas to the window width and the window height. It'll set the background to black. Okay, so I saved it. First time I hit run, it opens up here in this new tab, and you can see here that it is in fact this black. If we want to check it again against the color, we could try for pink, hit save, switch back over here, hit refresh, and it's pink there. We know it's updating. Okay, I'm gonna set it back to black. Black. Okay, then I'm gonna want something to happen. So in the draw, this is where I'm gonna add our rectangle function. And like we did before, I'm gonna have it draw a rectangle wherever the mouse X position is and wherever the mouse Y position is. And let's make it a 20 pixel by 20 pixel rectangle. So again, rectangle, this is the X position, horizontal. This is the Y position, vertical. This is the width, and this is the height. If I make the width and the height the same, then it draws a square. So if I hit save and refresh this, it'll go to black because we did that. We set it to be a background 0, and then it will also draw a square under my cursor. So you see here, it just keeps drawing and drawing and drawing. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to set it up so that after I've drawn this for a while, I can hit the space bar and I can save an image. So the first thing that I need to add is I need to write out a new function. So you notice I went outside of the squiggly bracket, hit return a couple of times. I'm going to type function key pressed. You'll see it turned pink, so I know I got it right. Left parenthesis, right parenthesis, squiggly bracket, and then close the squiggly bracket. And I always type it out that way just so that I'm sure I don't miss it. So parentheses and squiggly brackets always come in pairs, and I find it easier to simply type them out right when I'm entering them for the first time, so I don't accidentally miss one. Okay, so every time I press any key while the window is highlighted, this function is going to get what's called a key code, and that looks like this. So key code will be what's coming in. Now, I want to find out what the key code is for the spacebar. And one of the ways that I can do that is I can print out messages to the output window within Chrome. So here, let's test one out, and I'll just say like print, and then in quotes, I'll say hello. So parenthesis, quote, hello, quote, close the parenthesis, squiggly bracket. Now this is one of the reasons why I like the troubleshooting tools in Chrome so much, is that when I preview this, so I'll flip back over to Chrome, I'll hit refresh, and then if I go to view, developer tools, I get this output window over here. And now with my cursor over here, every time I hit the space bar or any key right now, I get this word hello printing, right? So every time I press any key, so here I hit the space bar, here I hit the F key, here I hit the Y key, right? I get a hello message. Okay. So now the reason why I'm typing this out is because I want to find out what the key code is for the spacebar. So I type key code in. Notice here there's no quotes, and key code turned pink. That's because that's an actual piece of code. So now if I save, flip back over to Chrome, hit refresh, draw. If I hit the spacebar, I see here, spacebar key code is 32. And just if I want to check some others, A, 65, S, 83, B, 66, right? You can see the system here, right? A is 65, B is 66, C is 67, on and on and on. But 32, that's the one we're interested in, spacebar. So spacebar gives us 32. So I don't need this anymore, but I don't want to delete it yet. So another troubleshooting tactic that I can do is I can comment this out. I can type / before it, and you see it turns gray. Now that code doesn't run anymore. So if I hit save and hit refresh, I'm still hitting the spacebar. I can guarantee that function is still firing, but you'll notice here it's not printing anything because I commented that out. So now what I'm going to type is I'm going to type a conditional statement. Say the word if, left parenthesis, key code. The C is capital, that's important. So I'm going to say if the key code equals, and for this inside of an if statement, I use 2 equal signs. So I say if key code equals 32, then close the parenthesis, open the squiggly bracket. What I've done is set a conditional statement. So if the key code equals 32, it will run whatever code is in here. So again, just to test it, let's print out space bar like that. All right, so now hit save, hit refresh. Every time I hit the space bar, it's going to say space bar. So I hit space bar 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Now if I hit any other key, I'm hitting the G key, now I'm hitting the D key. You'll notice nothing's happening because the condition is not met. If I hit the G key, the key code for G is not 32. The key code for A is not 32. We looked that up already. We had it print out. That's 65. So only when key code equals 32 is it going to do what is inside of here. Okay, so comment that out again. Go to the end of the line and hit return. Now, what I want to do here, when I hit the space bar, is I want to save an image of what I'm drawing. And processing makes that very simple. The command is save canvas, and then left parenthesis. Inside of quotes, I give it a name. So I'm going to call it my demo canvas mouse drawing dot JPEG. And that's it. So now when I hit the space bar, if I've written this correctly, the browser will save this image to my downloads folder. And what's really nice is drawing. What's really nice is it also will increment this. So you'll get like number 1, number 2, like it'll save duplicates of it. It won't overwrite it. Okay, so let's see if we got it right. So hit save, come back over here, hit refresh. I draw some things here. And then when I hit the space bar, I hit the space bar and you can see here, it downloaded this image. So if I go down to show in Finder, you'll see it's there and there. I have a drawing, or I'm sorry, I have a JPEG of what I was drawing with my code saved automatically. Cool. Now, close that. So now one other thing that I want to do is when I hit the space bar, not only do I want it to save the canvas, but I also want it to start over again as black. And so what I'll do there is I will type background 0, hit save, hit refresh. Now I can keep playing around with my square. And every time I hit the space bar now, not only does it save it, but it blacks out the frame by assigning a new background. 0 makes it black. Any other numbers in there would make it colors. And then saves the JPEG. So now I've got a handful of these. So if I go back to show Finder, in my downloads folder, I've got that one, I've got that one, I've got that one, I've got that one. You get the idea. Okay, so that is not only how to assign a key press, but how to know that it's the spacebar and how to save a JPEG of what it is you're drawing in the browser. And then this line here is what blacks it out. So hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.